I'd like to thank everybody for being here. You guys are going to enjoy this fight. It's going to be a bar burner. I'd like to thank Dominic. I'd like to thank Leon and Louis. I want to say, a lot of people say it's a big step. Is there a time limit when you take that? Is there a... Well, we feel as a camp that we're ready to take that step. And we know it's a watching him for years and years. Actually, he turned pro before Andy was even born. You know? So this is a big step. And the time has come where he's got to take that step. And come Friday night, hey, we're going to have our hands up. So everybody, July 13th, you know, the 13th. So I'm kicking us. So thank you, and make sure you're there. Get your tickets as soon as possible, because you don't want to miss. From round 1 to round 10. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Again, behind the scenes you see promoters, there's trainers, there's also managers behind the scenes of these terrific fighters. Glenn has had a long storied career, and one of his main counterparts behind him is his longtime manager, Mr. Anthony Foster.
Thank you, everybody. We're really excited to be here. I want to thank Warriors. I want to thank our new friends, Dominic, Frank, Muggsy. We feel very welcome. By the way, I come from Brooklyn and come from Greenpoint. Okay, and we're excited. Sam said it's great. There is no time limit, you know. Shot. That's, you know, any fight that's ever been offered to Glenn. Okay, and I'm proud of you for doing the same thing. I think that Andres is giving a gift to his fans. Okay, you backed him when he fought people of less renown, and you're going to be out there and support him now when he really needs you against probably the greatest fighter he's ever going to face. Okay, and again, we're looking forward to a great fight. A living legend, Glenn Johnson, the fighter of the year. Take care of business. And thanks a lot.
Thank you, Henry. Probably the least known of this co-main event, four fighters, is Ivan Popoka. Ivan made his pro debut about 6 years ago at Cicero Stadium, knocked some guy through the ropes, and I turned to Dominic and I said, I like it. And Dominic said, I like it too. And here we are, 6 years later, and Ivan has that same look on his face like they put in front of me. And we said to Ivan a little while back, well, how the boxing legend, two-time world war champion, he goes, show me the date, show me the place, and I'll be there. So, Almaro, Popoka.
Thank you very much for everybody's going to Friday the 13th for me, for Fire, and the 2X World Champions. It's going to be a great night. It's like you always see boxing, you know, we fight toe-to-toe. As a me, as a Hispanic guy, we always fight toe-to-toe. And you fighting toe. You're going to see a it's going to be an exciting night. Hopefully we see you guys everywhere there. And thank you.
And again, we've, as boxing fans, people in boxing here in Chicago, we've watched Jose Luis Castillo fight on TV all over the country in big fights. It was one of those things where I said, I'd love to see him fight in person. First time I'm going to actually see him fight in person is this coming Friday night. He's former two-time world champion. As I mentioned earlier, he fought Floyd Mayweather twice. First time he beat him. On May 5th, 2005, he fought Diego Corrales. If you haven't seen the fight, you can go up on YouTube and put in Diego Corrales, Jose Luis Castillo won. Simply the finest fight of the modern era. You talk to anybody in boxing, it's the best fight of the last 35 years. I'm honored and privileged to introduce to you Jose Luis Castillo.
No hablo con Polska.
No, gracias por estar aquí en Chicago. Lo que sí le puedo decir a la gente que va a ser una pelea de alarido, va a sacar chispa, porque Iván es un rival bueno, que le gusta el intercambio de golpes y ¿qué más le puedo decir? Que va a ser una gran pelea y los espero el viernes.
Very happy to be here in Chicago. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a lot of sparks flying. Iván Polk is a fighter that comes to fight. He comes to fight. And it's going to be a tremendous fight. Tremendous once everybody there. It's going to be a great fight.
Thank you. Thank you. As I mentioned before, and I think as Henry alluded to and Leon alluded to about Andres Bonfara, Andres has fought all except for one of his professional fights in Chicago. The last 9 out of 10, I think, at the UIC Pavilion. Knocked out the last 9 guys. And we've had a huge fan base. Thousands of people have turned up. And there's been a couple people who said, well, when is Andres going to fight somebody? When he's going to fight a better fighter? Well, we can't get a better fighter than Glenn Johnson. Glenn came here to Chicago to fight. He's fought in Chicago before. And Andres said, okay, I'll fight Glenn Johnson. And Glenn Johnson said, okay, I'll fight Andres Bonfara. And ESPN said, okay, we want to broadcast that. So here we are. Andres has been training for this fight for the last 2 months. He's really excited to show everybody who he's got. And he's excited to say, you know something? I do belong here. And I am one of the best light heavyweights in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Andres, the Polish Prince, Bonfara.
Hi everyone, witam wszystkich. Yeah, I'm ready for this fight. I have very hard camp, 10-week camp. We spar a lot. We prepare a lot for this fight. I wanna thank you Sam Colonna, he prepared me for this fight. I wanna thanks for all my team, all my family, my girlfriend, and all my guys who helped me do this fight, like Frank, Dominic, and Max, who he always comes for my spar. And I'm ready for this fight. And I wanna thanks Glenn Johnson too and his manager. He gave me opportunity for this fight, and I wanna say I'm ready for this fight, and Friday I go to the ring with this fight. Thank you.
You've heard already people speak about Glenn Johnson. There's not really much more to say. He's a former world champion. A lot of people said, okay, he was going to fight Roy Jones. Roy Jones, one of the boxing legends of all time. He knocked him cold. Roy didn't get up for about 10 minutes. HBO went off the air, and Roy was still laying on the canvas. Right? Exactly. So without further ado, the hardest punching light heavyweight I've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn, the Road Warrior Johnson.
Thank you. I just want to thank the media for being here, for and his camp, and promoters for giving us this opportunity. I want to thank my promoters and everybody involved. Lourdes for all the wonderful work she do to keep us going. I want to say hello to my beautiful girlfriend, Angela, right there. Margaret is sensitive. I already said hello to her. I'm not saying anything else. Listen, this is going to be a great fight. I have big respect for Bonfara. I see him on the tape. He fought aggressive. He looks good, and he come to give a good fight. You guys already know what I do. If you're any boxing fan whatsoever, you know that I come and I fight hard and I give everything I got. It's a fun, fair fight. Don't miss it. Spend your money. It's well spent. Have a good night. Come out on the Friday the 13th and be excited about great boxing. Thank you.
Just in close, the Cowardice promoter, Warriors 3, Blue Warriors are going to open at 7. First fights at 7. Tickets in advance. Through. Thank you all for coming. Have a great evening.
Can we do face to face? Photo.